What's up guys, Risco Gamer here, and today we have the second episode of my FIFA 16 Road to Glory career mode with Burnley. We're going to jump straight into the first 3 games of the career mode, which are the group stage games of the pre-season tournament. Obviously the first one being against the Serie A side Palermo. Obviously lost their best player Dybala in the summer, but they still look very threatening from what I've seen of them this season. Obviously we want to test out the first team in this first game, see where we can improve, where the strengths, where the weaknesses are, and where the drastic changes need to be made before our first competitive games. Obviously, right then we get a free kick just on the edge of the centre circle, and I believe it's Arfield who's going to take it. Yes, he is. He does a nice pass to Overstad. He tries to find a play on the left, turns back, gives it to Knightley, who gives it to Gray, takes a touch, and he shoots! But it's a great save by the Palermo keeper. And after a bit of faffing around at the back, they managed to get it clear. Moving on now to the second highlight in the 15th minute. The Palermo players try to do a nice through ball, but the Palermo attacker is offside. So that's a free kick towards our defensive half. We move on. It's a good pass outside to Lowton, who tries to get it out from the back and pass to our midfielder. I think that's Arfield, but it's intercepted by the Palermo midfielder. He takes a ball, he runs on the left, tries to find a pass, finds a brilliant through ball pass to the Palermo winger, who takes it in, tries to get a cross in, but it's a good clearance. But it's not back down, and the Palermo player shoots, and Tom Heaton makes a cracking save, boys. That's what we expect from our captain. The corner now is taken by the Palermo players. He knocks it onto the outside of the box, trying to create something on and in and around the area. But obviously our high pressure manages to keep them at bay, and nothing comes of it though. Moving on to the 20th minute. The Palermo players have got the ball. He tries to take on the outside, the Palermo winger. He crosses it in. It's a great punch away by Tom Heaton. We try and win the second header, but we can't. It's a knockdown. It's a shot, and Palermo take the lead in the 23rd minute. Nothing we could have done about that, boys. It was a good clearance from our keeper. We couldn't win the header with Arfield, obviously a bit of a midget in the ranks. And it's a brilliant pass and finish by Palermo. So it's 1-0 to them. Can we get back in this game though? No, we can't. It's half time. We're still 1-0 down. But we've got another 45 minutes to turn it around. Can we do it? I believe so. Palermo make a substitution. We keep our starting 11. Let's get cracking. Right, we're in the 52nd minute now. Mee's got the ball. He passes it into the middle to Overstad, who gives it to Gray. It's a great ball to Boyd. He takes on the left back, turns on the inside, takes a shot, and it's the equaliser for Burnley. Yes, George Boyd, the ex-Hull boy, gets us the equaliser. What a play. Straight from the left, moves it onto the right, takes on the Palermo defender, no chance, he absolutely mugs him off and finishes it beautifully. 1-1, boys. Can we get the winner to give us 3 points in our first game of this career mode? Moving on to the 65th minute now. Ben Mee does brilliantly to wrestle the ball off the Palermo winger, gives it to Kylie, who gives it to Overstad, and Andre Gray bursts down the ring using that pace we all know and love. Fake shots around the Palermo right back, moves into the box, tries to find the pass to Boyd, passes it back to Gray. He takes a shot, but it's blocked. He gets some space, gets it on his left, takes the shot, and it's a pretty poor effort, boys. Straight at the keeper, no harm done there. Obviously, the Palermo keeper now clears the ball out to the Palermo centre forward, and Michael Keane comes in with a reckless challenge. Is he going to be booked? We see that he is, and we're going to make some changes. The 70th minute, the boys are tired. It's time to put on some fresh legs. Obviously, we're putting the young right back Teddy Boy on for Michael Lowton. We're going to move Shane Long on for the 37-year-old Duff. Can't play 90 minutes at his age, can you really? We put Stephen Ward at left back, and we're going to keep Michael Keane and Tom Heaton in the defence. Obviously, we're going to swap Matty Taylor for Scott Arfield and keep Joey Barton as the other holding midfielder. Hennings is going to go on at cam for Overstad. I was pleased with Overstad. I just need to keep him fresh for the other games we have in the group stage. Folks comes in for Gray. I wasn't too impressed with Gray. He's pace, but that's it. And Barnes, we swap for Knightley, and we keep George Boyd on the right, obviously the score. But that's it, boys. No more highlights, no more chances. It's the 90th minute. It's all over. We gave it our best shot, but it's only 1 point from the first game of this FIFA 16 Road to Glory career mode. So as you can see, we had 4 shots on target to Palermo's 1, but we just couldn't break the deadlock. Their keeper was in inspired form, but we gave it a go, and that's what counts. I was pleased with the boys' performance, and as you can see in the other game, Empoli and Sporting Gijon drew 1 apiece, which means as it stands after one game, we're top of the table with 1 point from one game. We're now going to move into our second game against Empoli. Obviously, I skipped a few days. There was just some scout reports coming back, no transfer action, and nothing of worth. Moving to our second game now. I don't make too many changes. I just put Long in for Duff, and I think I moved Tommy Anderson and Dummingham onto the bench just to see what they could bring to the team, and Lafferty as well, with Shane Long coming in because he said he wanted to play, so I swapped him for Hennings. We brought Justovic on just because I wanted to make sure I wasn't making a mistake selling him, and we swapped Hewitt for Matty Taylor. Basically, we shuffled the bench around just to see what other options we had in the squad and see if there was anyone worth keeping at the club. So we're going to kick off this game against Empoli, obviously another Serie A side, and we'll see what we can do from this game. Moving on to our first highlight in the 24th minute, you've got Andre Gray taking on the centre-back. He bursts of pace, but the centre-back just clips him on the heels, and that's a free kick to us, the Cloughton Blue side. Joey Barton, it's a good ball to Knightley, who passes it into Arfield, who takes a shot, and it's a good save by the Empoli keeper, who then clears the ball. Moving in now to the end of the half, and that was the only chance either side had in the first 45 minutes. It was an impressive game, a bit of a midfield battle, but we've still got 45 minutes to turn it around. Can we do it? I think so. The team has faith, I have faith. Let's get into the second half. But we won't, because Mario Gatto decides to be an arsehole and corrupt the data for the second half. But as you can see from the table, we do get a 1-1 draw. What I can tell you is they got a penalty. Joey Barton obviously giving away a foul, getting a yellow. But then in the 85th minute, the saviour, Andre Gray, popped home a deflected shot into the back of the net. And it ended a 1-1 draw. Obviously, we've got some scout reports back for the players on the transfer list, the transfer targets that you saw last episode, and we'll be getting into those transfers in the next episode, so stay tuned for the transfer special episode next time. But moving on to this final group stage game against Sporting Gijon, we need a win. What does that mean? That means we need to play a winning side. Burnley don't have a winning side at the moment. It's not a good enough team. Honestly, I do not think the team's good enough. It needs work, and we're going to work on it. But we need to play this game first, and we need to see if we are good enough to beat Sporting Gijon. We're going to keep the team relatively the same. I'm going to keep the first starting 11, and all I'm going to do is put Long into the team for Hennings, who I subbed on second game and was not impressed. He missed quite an easy opportunity, and that's all we're going to do. We're going to play our first 11. We need a win, so we're going to have to play the strongest side we have. They might be a bit low on fitness, but we still need to. And we're going to start this game at the Stadio Olimpico. We're going to kick off. Overstad passing it to Barton, who passes it to Boyd. And let's see what we can do in this game. Obviously moving into the 5th minute now, so quite an early highlight. We're on the attack with Barton and Boyd playing a beautiful 1-2. Joey Barton runs on the outside. He's trying to make some space. He takes a fake shot. He gets past his man, takes a shot. It's deflected. It hits the post and it's in. It has to be. But no, the ref doesn't give it. And Sporting Gijon managed to clear their lines. Absolute scenes, ladies and gentlemen. That ball was over the line. And that's the final highlight of the first half. Not many chances, boys. I'm so sorry for the lack of entertainment in these games. They've just been boring midfield battles and they've been horrible to play. But we're starting the second half. And in the 75th minute, we steal the ball, Sporting Gijon. It's a brilliant double through ball from our midfield and attackers to Overstad, who gets the through ball back to Gray. He takes a touch and a shot. He beats the keeper, but not the woodwork. And we can't get the ball in the back of the net. That could prove costly, boys. We will have to see. And of course, we're now in the 90th minute and we're trying to get that key through ball and get that goal to keep us in the tournament, potentially knocking us out. But we can't. It's not. It's a 0-0 draw. Is that good enough to keep us in? No, it's not. I'm sorry, boys. I'm spoiling it now. Empoli won 2-1 against Palermo and we're done. We're out of the tournament, but there's no time to dwell. It's time to show a cheeky tiny bit of transfer business. Cameron Dummingham, he's going on loan to Wickham for a year. Show us what you can do, son. Grow some potential. Get those ratings up and maybe we can use you next year. Obviously here we've got a few key scout reports of my transfer targets, which you will see a lot more in depth next episode, and I'm looking forward to showing you. We make some great additions to the side, and it is going to be a brilliant episode. Obviously, if you did like this episode and you've liked what you've seen so far in these first 2 episodes, please comment, like and subscribe. Obviously, I'm a new channel, so I need all the love I can get. But anyway, if you're looking forward to that new episode, just keep watching. I'm Risk Goal Gamer. Have an awesome and beautiful day.